Chapter 9 marks the halfway point of our textbook, so welcome to the information on adult sexual relationships. Dating and committed relationships have changed much over the years. Formal dating has given way to more casual dating, and even in prior history we didn't even formal date, we courted one another. I say we, I don't mean me, because that happened even before my dating years started. Courting is when you do not spend time alone. Dating is when you go on a date alone with somebody, or you might double date, so there's some variations of that. But today we see more casual dating. More teens and even older adults use friend networks or social networks to find out if somebody might be interested in them before asking them out. We all probably know someone who is dating, or even someone who has married someone that they met on a dating website. And again, this is not just the young teens that are using the dating websites, but people of all ages. It is more common for college students to hang out rather than date. The sexual revolution has certainly changed today's sexual attitudes when it comes to dating, making hookup culture and the casual sex culture much more acceptable. Also, more college students engage in long-distance relationships, reporting more constant and deeper communication, although the ways we communicate are certainly different, as texting is so prevalent. Interracial and intercultural dating, the largest group of mixed-race culture students is happening in today's history. It is estimated that by mid-century, multiracial Americans will represent a majority of the population. This is certainly a change, because in 1968, 73% disapproved of interracial dating / marriage, where today only 17% disapprove. Sexuality and dating relationships. They have found that those who wait to have sex had a much better relationship outcome. Your chapter talks about cohabitating, or living together, as you probably know it better as. Close to half of all couples today live together without marriage. They cohabitate for several reasons. They say, oh, we need to test the relationship, or it may be because of financial reasons. Increases in cohabitation have led to decreases in marriage, though many do transition into marriage within 3 years. We also need to understand that living together is not a guarantee that the marriage is going to work out. Still, the same numbers apply for divorce in cohabitating relationships as it does in married relationships. So moving on to marriage, in the mid-60s, more than 80% of men and women between the ages of 24 and 34 were married. The economy, with more women in education and in the workforce, plus increased rates of cohabitation, led to decreases of marriage in the 70s. In 1970, the average age for first marriage was 23 for men and 21 for women. And that's increased. Statistics are from 2016 for 29 for men and age 27 for women. This is the highest age in recorded history for the United States. Marital satisfaction. Friendship with one's spouse and the ability to resolve conflict are two of the most important factors. And those high rewards are emotional support, a good sex life, and then the low costs are conflicts and financial burdens. Those were all high rewards and low costs to marital satisfaction. People who do stay married tend to be happier, healthier, and experience a reduced impact in potentially traumatic events. But unfortunately, divorce is still prevalent. Many of you may have experienced a divorce in your family, whether it be yourself or your parents or other family members. As hard as divorce is, though, many times it is the best thing. I have come to believe, though, that divorce is the hardest on the children, as it changes their lives forever. They will have to learn to live with their parents being in two separate places. The best outcome is when the parents work together to do what is best for the children. Some statistics: divorce rates for married heterosexuals increased sharply between 1970 and 75. Part of that was because of the liberalization of divorce laws. It still is estimated that 50% of United States marriages end in divorce. Change in economic conditions in the United States have led to some couples delaying or avoiding divorce and staying together for financial reasons. Your book will tell you that the most common reasons for getting a divorce include lack of communication or commitment, infidelity, financial problems, substance abuse, and conflict of arguing. I have learned that it is unrealistic expectations. Society makes marriage look like a piece of cake, when in reality, a good marriage, is a lot of work. How much should one contribute to a marriage? Each partner 50%? Summing up total of 100? No. Each person should give 100%. And this is the key: expecting nothing in return. If you expect nothing and get anything, then you have gotten much in return. The last part of this chapter addresses adult sexual relationships in other cultures, so it's always good to learn about other cultures. Enjoy the chapter.